Alright guys, so this camera has about 13% left, and lately I've been having the biggest creative block that I've ever had. So I told myself today I'm just going to set this camera up, press record, and whatever happens, happens. I don't care what goes on in the background. I don't care what environmental shit happens. I feel like I've been finding an excuse for myself to not pick up the camera over the last couple of months, really. And again, you know, I'm getting tired of it. So we were just a few minutes out from the very first launch for Manifest 2025 season. Season 2 is getting ready for a kickoff. So this used to be my movie room. All right, you have the couch here, we have the big TV here, and we also have the movie posters here, but we had to turn it into a makeshift ship and pack station. And it's crazy to see how much the business has grown so quickly. But this is only one launch, and we have 6 launches going live this year, and it's literally spanning and taking up almost all of the walking space here. So right now we are confined to a very small section right here where we're gonna pack and get these orders ready to get shipped out. But it's kind of crazy to think that, who knows, maybe in like, I don't know, like a couple months, maybe a year, we're going to be able to move into like a facility, because we definitely don't have space in here anymore. So it's cool, man. It's nervous, and you can tell, like, it's exciting. Everything go good on the email?
Yes, it's out.
Okay. Can you already see stats on it by chance?
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
All right, cool. So far, launch is going pretty good. What colors do you think, what's your top 2 colorways do you think are going to sell out the quickest?
Definitely the blue is going to be top. I don't know what pre-sale was like. I know yellow was up there.
Yeah, yellow was up there. I think it was the number 1. The website looks really good too, by the way. Again, it's simple, but unique, stands out, good color pop. Maybe we can see if there's anything that we can add for the next launch on the website, now that we know, okay, it's a graffiti design, we can start working on that. And then also, since we have a lot of the already approved samples for that, we need to get some photos in them. All right, cool. I appreciate it, bro.
Yep.
All right, talk soon. It's exciting, nerve-wracking, but here we go. We're live, baby. We're fucking live. Check out these shorts. Check these bad boys out. They're so fire. So fire.
2:33, lit up the phone. You let me see that you're all alone. You're like the boy, you make the moves. I fill the void for you. Shut up, don't speak. You complicate things and you know what I mean. Black tank top girl, you can put it on me. Little by little.
I feel like I've been finding an excuse for myself to not pick up the camera over the last couple of months, really. And again, you know, I'm getting tired of it, to be honest. I think I've gotten accustomed to using the camera and you guys as an outlet to share all of the things that are going on in my life, and the highs, the lows, and I feel like the camera has been therapy to a small degree. I've opened up to a lot of people, as weird as it might sound, you know, but it's never been more easy to open up to camera, you guys. So here we go.
It's a workout.
All right, so we're getting these out same day, right?
Yep. Any order that's in before 2.
There we go. Any order put in before 2. She ships them out same day.
Alright, Shotty said let's make a movie. I got that, ain't nothing to it. Put that in the bed like Gucci. Yeah, got no ish, I'm in the moody. I gotta go buy a jewelry. Look at how she talking to me, nice. Find a balance.
So I am currently on my way to my buddy's house to drop off a bag filled with board shorts, because he is heading out of town and he's actually going to the very first show of this competition season. So it could be a perfect opportunity to get some athletes wearing Manifest really during the initial part of our first launch, which could be big, right? Like, I feel like a lot of times athletes will see somebody wearing a specific colorway or a design or a fit and then imagine themselves wearing it, right? So being able to do so early, especially with this being a pro show and also having amateurs, it could be a pretty wide net, and again, a massive opportunity that we don't want to miss out on. You know, I think this is like the coolest part of the business. Like, we get to, you know, we're small enough to do random, cool, little quick things like this, but also big enough where people are excited to wear our shorts. You know, it's a combination, and I love it, and I'm excited. I'm nervous. It's been a long day. I stink because I've been feeling like I've been running around sweating, but it's launch day, baby. I fucking love it. Appreciate you. Yeah, we put tons of different sizes, colorways, everything you should hopefully need. It's hard not determining, like, knowing the size of people yet, but...
Oh, yeah, they're going to be lit.
Yeah,
oh, what is this? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, these are clean. This is the ones that Banks wore?
No. Oh, yeah, for finals. He wore 3 different pairs.
You want some board shorts? Look.
They're cool.
They are cool, aren't they?
What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink? They're coming out
You know
soon.
what? You should drop a pink pair.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I wanted to record this clip, and I have no idea if and when it's even going to be uploaded into a video. You know, but lately I have been feeling low. Extremely low. And it's weird because I'm a logic-based person. So I'm somebody who makes decisions or views things through a lens of logic and not necessarily emotion. It's hard because I can't logically sit here and pinpoint any reason why I've been feeling this way. And over the last couple of months, my life from the outside and even from the inside out has been amazing. You know, my businesses are doing well. My coaching business, you know, is doing extremely well. My board short company is doing amazing. And my podcast, you know, we're locking down amazing guests and we're having great conversations, and it's creating a lot of value for people. And typically these things, right, something would be going wrong in these things which will cause my low emotion or feeling, but I can't pinpoint anything. You know, I've been naturally lower, and I've been sitting here trying to figure out why. You know, what the fuck is causing, you know, just my energy to be low, you know? And I spoke with my wife about it. And as somebody who's not the best with opening up, you know, typically I would use this camera, you guys, as an opportunity to open up, which is why it's also been hard, because I just have had like a disconnect with creating content lately, with covering a lot of the athletes and being around a lot of these athletes who are getting prepared for shows or talking about this and talking about that. I think I've realized that not having a direction in my competitive future career as of right now, it's maybe causing just a natural lowness. I don't know, man. Like if you've been on prep before, I'm sure you guys can like relate to this, where, for example, like if you have a bad weigh-in in the morning, like, doesn't it feel like your whole day is fucking ruined? And I feel like it's like that now. Even though all these good things are happening in my life, it's like, because I don't know about this one thing, or this one thing is happening, that I don't, you know, I can't feel good about other things. Or, you know, the question I've been getting so much lately is, what's next? You know, when are you going to compete? And I don't know. I don't know, man. And I think I think I'm having a realization as I'm making this video. I don't know, and I think a lot of it is causing this low of not knowing what's next.
Girl, you can put it on me. Little by little we give in, and you let go and you dive in and you tell me that you don't swim. I can tell lies like you want me to. Gray area, your favorite. Gray area.
All right, guys, so meal one, we have 150 grams of New York strip steak, cooked medium, and we have 150 grams of potatoes. So lately, your boy, we have some dieting goals. So we actually just started removing some carbs from the diet and aiming just to lose a little bit of body fat. Since doing this, I was at 250 pounds originally, currently sitting at 145. And then we just started this a couple weeks ago. So not bad, slow, but sure. So for meal one, we also take our vitamin C. All right, and this is pretty cool. So it's a new like basics bundle that Ghost just came out with a couple weeks ago. So I've been implementing this in. It's so much easier. Ooh, drinking pills with protein shake is not easy. Oh my God, at all. Especially when it's 60 grams. So we have 60 grams of whey protein, and in that we have flavorless creatine. It's a weird one, but it tastes like nothing, so it was easy to put in there. And then digestive enzyme. So I might actually take this more than what's prescribed, which is really just 1 capsule a day, but I'd maybe take it like 3 times a day. Also, I got into a debate with a few of my friends last week, and it was all centered around whether or not putting ketchup on a steak should be illegal. Now, I'm in agreement. If you go to a restaurant and you ask for ketchup for your steak, that's partly disrespectful, but is it weird if it's 1 for breakfast and 2 at your own house? I don't know. Help me settle that in the comments below. But a lot of people might be wondering or asking, why are you doing a cut? Like, aren't you taking time off to grow in an off season? And I think that's partly a part of, you know, where I'm currently at, like not having necessarily a direction. So I think this cut can give me a little bit of a direction, clean up my foundation. So when I eventually do go to a new coach, you know, I'm able to actually not give them just a pile of mush and actually be somewhat in shape. So just really clean it up, man, because when you come off of all compounds, you know, you just naturally get a softer look. And if you're not somebody whose set point is at a very, very clean foundational look, like some people, you can put on some excess body fat and kind of look pudgy, you know, because you don't have that muscle pushing back against the skin. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I just wanted to cut, clean things up. You know, I don't hate where I'm at all. You know, I'm healthy, I'm happy. But summer's around the corner. It's beautiful here in Tampa, so why not have your abs back? That's where I'm at right now.
You have me deceived, had me losing sleep, and the things that we've seen, it's all an illusion. Took me far away, made me wanna stay, life of disarray, it's all an illusion.
What's up, dude?
What we filming?
I think Matt is going to be the most socially awkward person on a camera. I have the feeling, as somebody who's in front of a camera often, I still feel like he's going to be awkward as fuck. But I realized I never actually introduced him to the channel before. All right, bro.
What's up?
Introduce yourself. I just realized you've never been on the channel.
What's up, guys? My name's Matt. I'm Alex's training partner. He also emotionally and physically abuses.
Those of you who don't know, in 2023, me and Matt started training together, and from there, it was just a whole nother level to the intensity that we brought. And throughout the prep, we like kind of phased off for a little bit, and this is like our rejuvenation. So it's exciting to have him back in the fold now. Really, things have flipped now because he's the one that's in prep, and now I'm the one who's fat and happy. So now we have an opportunity to really make sure that he strives, because he's going for his pro card in what, how long? 10 weeks warm-up show, and then Universe in 12 weeks. So 12 weeks to turn him pro. This fucking work.
It's all an illusion.
I've been vibing out to Lil Durk's new album.
So who?
Lil Durk?
Oh, his new album?
Yeah, bro.
Ooh,
He released it from the jail cells.
Dirkio World.
Nah, it's fire, bro.
I love a good Lil Durk album. That is something that I have not been good at recently. It's like making the extra effort to find new music.
Oh, damn.
This
I love this song.
Baby, you light up my world, like something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with a sister.
Everyone
You grew up with a
else
sister
but-
and a mom. You communicate on a different level with females.
High School Musical,
It's facts.
bro.
Huh?
Number one, High School Musical is the number one slept on soundtrack in the world. Bop, 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 bop to the top, slip inside and ride that rhythm.
I mean,
We're
I'm
all in
listening to
this together. You want fabulous? That is my simple request. Come on.
Come on, Maddie.
All right, guys, so I feel like I have not updated you on really what's been going on training-wise ever since my last vlog, which, what, 2 months ago? But as I last left off, guys, we are still completely natural. And when I say natural, I just mean we're not running any gear currently. I feel like I got attacked last time I said that. I got attacked last time I said that,
Why?
last time I said I was natty on a video.
Oh, yeah.
People were like, you're not natty.
I'm like, calm down. That's what us
Enhanced
immortal
saying
immortals just call you. No, I'm kidding. But so far, one thing. You know what's weird?
There's levels to it, is how
Yeah, I'm like going back between speaking to chat and you. But you know what's the weirdest thing about training off cycle? Is the fact that I've never felt like this strong in certain movements before, which is very weird.
Yet a lot of joint pain in others.
A lot of joint, yeah, so that's the number one thing. Your boy's like breaking. Like my shoulder hurts, my knee hurts. I was a runner for like 2 weeks and completely fucked my knee up. If you guys remember, what was it, 2 days out from the New York Pro, tore my meniscus, but here we are, feeling good.
Come on, be intentional. Squeeze. Good.
But like we were saying before that set, training has been really good. I'm getting stronger, but obviously being on fall compounds right now, shoulders, knees, joints, back, everything you can think of is aching. And but the one thing I'm continuously doing, no matter what, is training intensely, making sure that we're still trying to beat the last week's version of ourselves. And honestly, we've been getting a lot stronger, enjoying training, but the rest breaks are so needed nowadays. It's our last set here. Let's work.
For those of you who don't know, I've decided to take some time off to prioritize my health. And I'm happy to say I've never been this healthy in my life, right? So we had a goal, you know, we put things in place to reach that goal, and right now we're there, right? I don't think health is like a end destination, but we're living in a healthier state than we've ever had in a long time. We also need to focus on putting on some quality tissue, you know, but we can't start the process of a growth phase because I need to focus on getting my fertility in a good position because me and my wife want to have a baby. And I can tell you this much, with how much I've been thinking about that and how much I potentially put my wife through, I think that is definitely a part of this process, the low that I've been feeling. Meanwhile, my dog is crying in the background. A lot of people have been asking, you know, like I said, what's next? And I think right now, the reality of that question is, I don't know. There's a lot of gray area in my future, you know, but I do understand that right now is a different season than I'm used to. You know, I'm so used to the bodybuilding season, you know, with the summer coming around, with all of these things that just scream bodybuilding. I think I'm missing it more than ever right now.
Go back. Hit your back shot again. This is what I'm talking about. You don't have to do these unnecessary movements, even when you're resetting. You want to keep everything just...
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Hang on, let me catch my breath.
Your back looks really fucking good. So first things, bro, this shoulder is a lot higher than this one.
Okay.
All right, so I know it's annoying, but you got to feel that feel. You got to fix that. There you go.
Better?
It's better, for sure. All right, and now it's way off, right? That's way off.
Doesn't feel off.
But it is. That's what I'm saying, right? You got to.
So how do I can't see it.
I know that. That's why you got to start to feel it, right?
Okay.
We talk about feel to feel. Like you can't, just because you can't see it doesn't mean you're not gonna have a mirror on stage.
Yeah.
You got to just compensate a little bit, right? So if you know, right? If you know it's like that, just this part of your routine should then be fixing it. Good. Remember, the only thing flexed are your lats and your midsection. Don't be tense anywhere else. Good. Good. I love this more. I love you angling more towards the front. Because as you get leaner, your waist is gonna go away.
Yep. Really full.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
You look good here.
Yeah. Or I'll go where I cover, like kind of like the ollie, like
and then I'll come here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Whatever you got to do to reset, just nothing dramatic,
Yeah,
right?
that's it. It's like a quick grab and then it's like a slow bicep flex.
But it's the same thing with your back, bro.
If we were in line, this is what I would do. I'd be here, be front shot. They say back shot. I'm right into it. I'm right here.
Good. Good. Ooh, that's better. That's better. See what I mean?
And then,
If you need to reset, yep.
But all I do know with confidence is that the season that I'm in right now is going to set me up for future successes later. The seasons that are truly going to matter, the family prioritization right now, you know, all of these things are going to set me up for the best version of me, which will inevitably make me the best bodybuilding version of me. So, as much as it sucks not necessarily having a direction or timeline, I know what I'm doing right now is it's an investment in the future version of Alex, both on and off the stage. So I'll be back on stage when the time is right. But I do know the next time I do step back on stage, I've never been more motivated in my life to truly show people what my truest potential is. Because I feel like I have not been able to do that, and I think that's the most frustrating part. But regardless, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to use this clip, where I'm going to use this clip, but I've been having all these emotions and all of these things going on in my head that I've been trying to find a way to navigate through. You know, this is things that I've never experienced in my life. And here we are. But you guys, thank you, you know, for bearing with me, for the content that I do produce, you guys showing support, you know, and I think having this outlet allows me to still feel connected with the bodybuilding community, you know, even though I'm not necessarily competing or active as of now. I love this shit, man. I love it. And I think when you love something like as much as I love this sport, oftentimes you can mistake it for your identity. And I think that's the biggest issue. Because bodybuilding isn't who I am, it's what I do. But who I am is a husband, is hopefully a father very soon, you know, a business owner, multiple business owners. I'm a coach, you know, I'm a business partner. I'm so many things that sometimes, as much as I love it, that the passion of bodybuilding sometimes overshadows a lot of it. But I appreciate you guys, man. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here, Oakley. Okay. I gotta take him out. I love you guys.